and welcome to the Auction and Antique News. My name is Jason Harris and this is brought to you by Scammells Auctions. And in opening news, locally, the recent Motor Classica auction held by Moss Greens had a very encouraging 40 of 54 lots sold. And some of the highlights from those lots include the Victorian number plate 625 reaching a staggering $105,000. There was also a 1969 Mini Cooper S that sold for $91,000 and a 1960 Chevrolet C1 which got a staggering $155,000. And earlier last month, a set of 4 Hunt and Roskill Sterling Silver Kangaroo Salts sold for $70,000, and they were sold by Leonard Joels as part of the James Fairfax collection. And some exciting local news. Adelaide was visited by BBC Bargain Hunt star Mr. Tim Wanacott and his wife Helen. They visited the Adelaide Antique Fair where Tim gave 2 very rousing talks in front of a packed crowd, and we also held some appraisals. And amongst the treasures we found was a fabulous original Gallipoli bugle. And into international news. The Bellman's auctioneers in Sussex had a George IV Burr table, as they called it, up for sale. Lovely little wine type of table. They'd finished cataloguing and just at the last moment found a label underneath which read L. Pearson Cabinet Makers and Upholsterers, 3 Elizabeth Street, Hobart Town. After some frantic readjustment of the catalogue, 0 added to the end, they found it was Huon Pine, contacted some of the local museums in Tasmania and eventually sold for £8,300, which is about $15,000 Australian. And the UK have finally bowed to local and international pressure to ban the sale of ivory. Currently, the UK allows you to sell anything that's pre-1947. This ban will take into account all pieces of ivory from sale. And the US President Donald Trump has also chimed in and said his country would follow suit and ban the sale of unicorn horn by December of this year. And earlier this week, a French court ruled that Bassaro's work Picking the Peas be returned to descendants of the original owner, Simon Bauer, whose 93 works were confiscated under anti-Semitic laws during the Nazi occupation. The painting had originally sold for $800,000 to American couple Bruce and Robbie Toll in Christie's in New York in 1995. And very recently, a pair of Yongzhen cups sold at Sotheby's for £1.6 million, which is about $273,000 Aussie. And this represents a 3 times growth in 13 years and certainly a great investment. And leading the stories on forthcoming auctions, and I excuse us for shameless self-promotion, Scammells are offering a very rare and unique red gum colonial breakfront bookcase. And this is one of the rarest bookcases to be seen for some time, and that combination of age, style and timber is a very unique combination, and we expect that to sell in excess of $100,000. And that sale comes up on Monday the 27th of October as part of our showcase sale. And Leonard Joels are offering an iconic caricatures collection from the Courier and Age cartoonist Albert Ricardo, and that gets sold on November the 16th. And in a flurry of end-of-year art auctions, Sotheby's are making their final art offering for the year on November the 21st, followed closely by Shapiro's on the 22nd and Menzies on the 30th. And that's it for this week's edition of the Antique and Auction News. And don't forget to join us every Friday as we discover the news both locally and internationally. I'm Jason Harris. On behalf of Scammells Auctions, we'll see you soon. Thank you.